Hi guys, welcome back. This week on ShakeTube 2017, we are discussing the play A Midsummer Night's Dream. If you're not familiar with ShakeTube, that's a 15-week read-along of various Shakespeare plays. Every Friday we post our opinions or what we thought about the play that we read that week. This week it's A Midsummer Night's Dream, one of Shakespeare's most popular comedies. I've never encountered this play before, so it's entirely new to me. I've never seen it performed or never read the play, so it's basically a comedy of errors, I'd say, because lots of things go wrong for the characters within it, which makes for the humor that you come across. There's also a play within this play, and there's also a dream quality to it. Many of the characters, what they experience, are led to believe that they dreamt them, and then we as readers are told that perhaps this play we've just encountered was but a dream ourselves, and that's told within like the last part of the book. A character named Puck says, "If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding but a dream." I really appreciated the rhyming prose within this too. It was more so evident in this play than any one that we've come across so far. It basically takes place over a course of 4 days, leading up to the wedding of the king of Athens, Theseus, and the former queen of the Amazons, Hippolyta. And it kind of encompasses like 4 groups of people. You have these 2 characters, and then you have a group of what Shakespeare calls mechanicals. They're basically laborers, and they're getting together like an amateur group to perform a play at the nuptials of the king and queen. That's where a lot of the comedy of errors comes from, too, because when they do finally put on the play, they mistake the names, they get everybody kind of mixed up and everything. Very amateurish performance, but it brings delight to the king and queen. We also have a group of kind of 4 noblemen, 4 young noble people, I should say, as there's men and women. There's this one gentleman whose daughter, he has promised her hand in marriage to another man, but she's in love with someone else. Her name is Hermia, and she's in love with Lysander, and he professes his love to her. But her father wants her to marry Demetrius. Now, according to Athenian law, if she does not follow her father's wishes, she can be put to death. The king kind of relents and says, if you do not follow your father's wishes, you spend the rest of your life in a nunnery. Lysander tries to put his feelings forward to the king. He says, "I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fair ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why should not I then prosecute my right?" And he goes on to let the king know that Demetrius has already professed his love to another woman earlier, Helena, who happens to love him. But then when Demetrius saw Hermia, his feelings instantly changed, and he wanted to marry her. So we have this kind of foursome here. The 2 men seem to be in love with Hermia, and Helena is chasing after Demetrius. And then the 4th kind of group we have is a group of fairies that live within the woodland. Also we have a king and queen of the fairies, King Oberon and Queen Titania. Did I get that name right? Titania? Yeah, Titania. They're sort of at odds over some sort of changeling child that she has come across and taken under her wing, a young Indian boy, and the king wants him to be one of his knights. So they're sort of fighting over this, and it's caused a rift between the 2. And it all comes down to his being aware of some sort of magical potion, almost like a love-type potion that when put over the eyes of a sleeping person, when they wake, the first person they see, they fall in love with, and he wants to play a trick on his wife, to fall in love with some woodland creature. That doesn't quite go to plan. He sets Bottom, one of the fairies, off to do this job. He also sees these noble people and the kind of twisted, messed up love life between the 4 of them, and decides to try and set it right. So he tells Bottom to apply the potion to the one Athenian, so he will fall in love with the other woman. That doesn't quite go right, and now everything's a jumble, and that's where your kind of comedy of errors kind of comes into play, and a lot of the humor with it too. And it was just really delightful following along with this play. Like I said, I had not come across it before, suddenly they're all in love with somebody else. It's quite crazy. Helena keeps chasing after Demetrius. Says, "You do me mischief, Demetrius. Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well." That was one of the passages I really liked. And then when the king of the fairies, Oberon's talking about the mistakes, says, "What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love sight. Of thy misprision must perforce ensue some true love turned, and not a false turned true." So, like, he basically messed up, and all the loves, they're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, there's like a lot of mentions of dreams too. Like I said, when everyone's sort of straightened out, they awake and think they've dreamed everything. Even Titania, she says to her king Oberon, the fairies, "My Oberon, what visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass." And she mentions the dream again. So we're led to believe that this whole play has been but a dream, but it was very, very enjoyable. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, the rhyming verse was quite prevalent throughout this, and it made it just really flow, and I thoroughly enjoyed this comedy quite a lot. So I was glad we had a chance to read that one. Forgot what the play is we're moving on to next. But anyway, if you have read this play before or encountered it or seen it, what did you think about it? Was it one of your favorites? Let me know down below. And if you're participating in ShakeTube 2017, let me know too. If you're making any videos, I'll go check those out. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.